One dominant guy with the need to be worshipped and a small group of dedicated hand-picked followers, each desperate for a taste of his power and to feed off his success in order to further their own lives. I couldn't tell if I was watching X-Men or Entourage. Is anyone else just really confused now as to what does and doesn't count in the X-Men timeline? No, just me? Apocalypse is the next prequel to a sequel to a reboot to a follow-up, I don't know. It has Oscar Isaac as the titular Apocalypse, the world's most powerful and basically the OG mutant. He's been asleep for centuries now and he wakes up in the modern world. Wait, it's not even like the current days anymore, it's like the 80s now or something, innit? Look, let's just forget about all that time travel stuff and jump straight into what I did like about this movie. It starts off really strongly with a scene with Apocalypse and his original four horsemen way back in the Egyptian days when like building a pyramid as a shrine to yourself was like a totally reasonable thing to do. The original horsemen are pretty cool and each would be like legit baddies in their own right. Side note, it's kind of unfair to tease us in the opening with a really cool scary horseman and then in the later days we get given a guy called Angel with a Nando's haircut. I like the introduction of the new younger versions of the X-Men, especially Sophie Turner as Jean Grey. She's given a lot to do despite being a brand new face to the franchise and there's good hints at just how powerful she can be if she becomes Phoenix. I don't think anyone's going to watch this without Quicksilver's main scene being their favourite part. Yet again in one brief sequence he walks away or runs away with the entire movie. He's got more of a starring role than he did in Days of Future Past and he's now one of the main team and I hope that continues. One other contender for best scene would be when, oh, nearly gave away a spoiler, a certain character has a brief appearance and in 5 minutes does more for this character than the last 7 movies combined. And to the bad. There are so many unintentionally funny moments in this movie. They were clearly supposed to be deadly serious but had the entire audience giggling. Look out especially for Storm getting her powers enhanced and one character running away from the group. Also at the start there's a particularly weird vibe between Jean Grey and Professor X and yeah, I get that they're all special and connected and blah blah blah, but she has a nightmare and he comes to sit beside her on the bed. I mean, I've had some creepy teachers, but come on. And then because they're both telepaths, he's like, I know their pain, I know their secrets. But he says it in such a dodgy way, he's like, I know your secrets. What are you alluding to, ya pedo? Where it all starts to fall apart for me is in the new set of horsemen. Apart from Magneto, they never actually seem to have any real reason to follow along with Apocalypse and the plan to destroy the entire world. I mean, I get that having your powers upgraded would make you loyal, but when he starts basically committing genocide, you'd think they'd be like, that's not in the terms and conditions. Are you saying that the only thing you need to do to get a mutant on your team is to hand over extra powers in a GIMP suit? I mean, come on, that is so impractical. Olivia Munn must have been cold. And then when they do start destroying entire cities, it never so much as raises an eyebrow. They're all just like, oh, there goes that one. That's probably going to get flagged up in the annual appraisal. Bloody Janet from HR is always moaning at me for blowing up cities. Apocalypse is quite a disappointing villain for me too. He's supposed to be this all-powerful, genuinely terrifying mutant, but for all his showboating and doomsday speeches, he never actually feels like a threat. I'd heard quite mixed reviews of this before seeing it, so I wasn't really sure what to expect, but it's not as bad as it's made out to be. It's bloated in places and it's definitely not one of the better entries in the franchise, but if you're a fan of X-Men, you won't regret seeing it. It has its cool moments and it has fun with the newer characters, but Apocalypse himself is quite disappointing and some of the key existing character relationships are pushed to the side. I'm going to give X-Men Apocalypse 3 popcorns. Thanks very much for watching my review of X-Men Apocalypse. If you liked this video, please give it a share and subscribe if you want to check out some of my other videos. If you've seen Apocalypse, let me know what you thought of it in the comments below and I'll see you next time.